So my HR director tried to steal 3 hours of my PTO. 3 hours. What she didn't know is that I had access to the one spreadsheet that could end her entire career. Stay with me. The moment she realized what I'd done, she literally threw up in the parking lot. Okay, so 2 years ago, I worked at this mid-sized marketing agency. Picture every cliche: ping pong table nobody used, unlimited PTO that wasn't actually unlimited, and an HR director named Karen. Yes, actually Karen. The universe has a sense of humor. Who ran the place like her personal kingdom. Karen had this thing about punctuality, not the normal kind, the psychotic kind. If you clocked in at 9:01, she'd dock you 15 minutes. If you took a 31-minute lunch, she'd dock you an hour. She called it time integrity. We called it wage theft, but nobody fought her because Karen had been there 12 years and the CEO loved her. Here's the thing about me, though. I was the data analyst. And 6 months before this all went down, Karen made a catastrophic mistake. She asked me to build her a compensation audit dashboard, something to track salaries across the company. She wanted it so she could justify denying raises. I built it beautifully, and I kept the access credentials. So fast forward, my mom gets diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. I ask for 3 hours off to drive her to chemo. Karen approves it. I go. I come back. 2 weeks later, I check my pay stub. She docked me 3 hours of PTO and marked me as tardy return from medical appointment. I went to her office, calm, professional. I asked her to fix it. She smiled, literally smiled, Mike, and said, my policy is policy. Maybe plan better next time. Like my mom, chemo, plan better next time. That night, I opened the dashboard. What Karen didn't know is that I'd built logging into every query. I could see everything she'd ever searched, and oh baby, did I find gold. Karen had been paying her nephew, who worked in our mailroom, $94,000 a year. The kid was 19, he showed up maybe twice a week. She'd also given 3 of her friends consulting contracts totaling $380,000 annually for work that didn't exist. But the crown jewel, Karen had been systematically underpaying every woman in the company by an average of $12,000 compared to male counterparts. I had the data, 6 years of it, across 340 employees. I spent 2 weeks quietly compiling everything. Screenshots, query logs, payroll records. I made 3 copies. Then I did something beautiful. I didn't go to the CEO. I didn't go to the board. I went to the Department of Labor, the EEOC, and because I'd found evidence she was taking kickbacks from a staffing vendor, the state attorney general. Then I quit. Clean, professional, 2 weeks notice. Karen even smirked at my exit interview and said I'd never make it without her reference. 3 months later, the feds showed up at the office. Karen was escorted out in handcuffs in front of the entire company. The class action lawsuit from the underpaid women cost the company $4.7 million. Karen personally was charged with wire fraud, embezzlement, and tax evasion. She got 4 years federal. The karma moment? A former coworker texted me a video. When the FBI walked Karen to the car, she stopped, turned around, and vomited in the parking lot. Right next to her BMW, which was later seized as part of the forfeiture. I now make triple what I made there at a company that actually respects people. And every October, the anniversary of Karen's arrest, my mom and I go out for a nice dinner. She's cancer-free now, by the way. Karen tried to steal 3 hours from a man taking his mom to chemo. It cost her everything. TLDR. Petty HR director stole 3 hours of my PTO while my mom had cancer. I used the salary dashboard she asked me to build to expose her $4.7 million embezzlement scheme and systematic pay discrimination. She got 4 years federal prison. I watched her throw up getting arrested.